Within the training camp, Jaron Ennis is sharpening all aspects of his skill set, working closely with Andre Ward as the build-up intensifies ahead of his bout against Xander Zayas.
Right there. That's it right there. He bit for it, yeah.
At this stage, his progress is driven by targeted training sessions, a well-defined game plan, and peak physical preparation, all fueling his forward momentum.
Reflex back, speed back, reflex back.
All right, so total 10 or 12.
Don't you still doing 4 minutes around?
Yeah, you good.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Look who came out here.
Yeah.
Gotta get the CDG order. I told you earlier. Gotta get the CDG order. 2 McChicken with cheese, add the mac sauce, add cheese. You go medium fry. Right now I gotta go medium IC because I'm in Canton. If I was outside of Canton, I'd go medium Sprite cook.
During camp, Andre Ward provides Jaron Ennis with precise guidance, helping shape his mindset, maintain discipline, and fine-tune his approach as he prepares for the matchup with Zayas.
My jab great. I can win a whole round with this. And then when I want to bring these two hands, you're not reaching, you're not low, and then don't low.
In camp, Boots trains under Andre Ward's guidance, absorbing insights, sharpening his abilities, and building strength as each session adds to his development. Inside the gym, Boots stands out with his performance and is determined to silence critics by showcasing his ability, determination, and relentless motivation.
It's too athletic.
Yeah.
Boots is too good.
Yeah.
Boots is too strong.
Yes.
This is not Rashidi L. Bro. This is a different level.
Yes.
Boots is gonna take this kid to school.
Yes.
And then everybody's gonna be taking back all they shit to say about Boots.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Boots.
This is the last one. Ready? I feel good. This one.
At this point, Andre Ward passes on his insights, detailing his own training methods while inspiring Jaron through experience-based advice, mentorship, and practical lessons.
I gotta just be a dog in my mindset. I gotta just keep touching the body with the jab. Let him get that stuff off 3, 4, 5, 6, come right back with the jab, right 2s and 3s. And I'm gonna be hitting that body every chance I get.
At the gym, Jaron Ennis grinds through intense sessions, improving day by day, growing in self-belief, and displaying a strong drive to reach the top.
It wasn't really fun. Like it's some elements is cool, but like I used to have knots in my stomach before I ran the next day. I didn't sleep because I knew like, man, it's about to be painful. I gotta run this hill. I gotta run this lake, this 4.5 miles. But I'm not just gonna jog it. I'm pressing. Everything was intense with me because that's how I felt.
Targeted body shot drills challenge his resilience, build stamina, sharpen his timing, and get him ready for hard exchanges when it matters in the ring.
Straight one on that. You took the hands and take it. No, that was nasty. Change the direction. Hey, you that monkey. They already locked in there. Oh, you killed yourself. That's nasty too. Yup.
During training, he unleashes sharp multi-punch sequences, blending innovation, accuracy, timing, and force to dominate his sparring partners. His quickness stands out, with rapid hand movement and fluid footwork, while his sharp reactions make it difficult for opponents to match his pace. During training sessions, Ennis stays attentive to his coach, taking in every instruction, strengthening trust, and developing further through discipline, collaboration, and a unified goal. According to Tim Bradley, this fight is expected to be highly technical, as both Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas possess similar fighting styles. He notes that each boxer prefers to take control early using the jab, which could lead to a closely contested battle focused on timing and precision. However, Bradley gives Boots Ennis the advantage, stating that his jab is more precise, quicker, and far more threatening when combined with his explosive punching combinations. A key point in Bradley's breakdown is Boots' athletic edge, as he views him as the faster and more well-rounded athlete, particularly effective in mid-range exchanges where counterpunching plays a major role.
Boots turned that up. Ooh, man. Just vicious with them combinations. No damn joke, man. For real. And both these guys, they not real good inside fighters. It's funny because both of them are similar. I told you guys they similar in a way because both of them like to be first. Boots like to be first off his jab. It's going to be a jab battle, back and forth. Jab battle. Who got a better jab? I'm telling you. Jab battle. I feel like both of them got good, decent feet. They do. You know, Boots move more laterally. You know, north. No, not north to south. He can move north to south, but he move more, you know, east and west. East and west. You got Xander Zayas. He kind of moves, you know, he can move east and west and stuff. He moves back. That's his problem. That's your problem, Xander. That's what Boots gonna f you up.
Bradley also points out that Xander tends to retreat in a straight line after his attacks, a flaw that could be dangerous when facing a sharp and aggressive opponent like Ennis. He explains that Boots is exactly the type of fighter who can quickly exploit those gaps with speed and accuracy. Even so, Bradley does not underestimate Xander Zayas. He believes Xander will bring determination and put up strong resistance throughout the fight. However, his overall assessment is firm. Jaron Ennis is the more exceptional talent, And this bout could be the defining moment where he steps up another level and confirms his elite status.
When you get done throwing, and then if you go back, you got a habit of going straight back, my boy. He gonna follow your out. Oh, yes. Damn, and you drop them hands too. Oh, my God. I see that being a problem. Because Boots is one of the same, just like you. He'll stay mid-range. He don't mind. He'll catch them. Hey, bam. Hey, bam. You know what I'm saying? And look for counters. I know you, Xander, you the same thing. You like to look for counters in between shots too. You like digging downstairs with left hook to the body, right hands, and so on and so forth. Yeah, they similar in the damn way, but Boots, again, he just does the better. He's a better athlete. That's it. He's a better athlete. Speed, he faster than Xander too. Way faster. So, I don't know. He might be stronger too. Physically strong.
Chris Manx and Sean Zittel provide a measured, in-depth evaluation of the upcoming clash between Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas. Their breakdown focuses on both the strengths and the potential risks as Boots prepares for a tougher step up in competition. Manx emphasizes how unpredictable Ennis can be on the defensive side. At times, he looks exceptional, evading punches with quick reflexes and fluid head movement that causes opponents to miss completely. These flashes underline the natural ability that makes him one of the sport's most thrilling fighters. However, in other moments, he can become vulnerable, leaving openings that allow him to get caught cleanly. Zittel adds that this lack of consistency is still one of the main questions surrounding Boots' style. Even in bouts where he has been in full control, this issue has occasionally shown itself.
In coverage, sometimes that's Boots on defense. Like, he'll have an amazing sequence. Wow, did you see the reflexes and the head movement? He made the guy hit nothing but air. You know, wow, what talent even on defense. And then the next sequence, he's getting hit with his chin exposed and eating a couple shots, even against Stanionis, who he dominated and stopped. So Zayas, one thing in that regard he may have on Ennis is that he's disciplined. Okay, I think Ennis is the favorite because he's more dynamic. I think he turns his punches over with a little bit more power. He's a little faster and quicker and creative than Zayas. But Zayas, what he prides himself on is his intelligence. And maybe some of those bad habits have taken, maybe that's who Ennis is. Maybe we can't always assume, yeah, but put Ennis in the premium assignment against Virgil Ortiz. Put him in with Xander Zayas, and some of that hot dogging is going to go. He's not going to do what he did to Usima Lima.
Still, both analysts agree that Ennis enters the matchup as the slight favorite due to his overall athletic advantages. They point out that he is quicker, more explosive, and more inventive in attack compared to Xander Zayas. His shots have greater snap and force, and his ability to shift angles gives him a clear edge in open exchanges. Zayas, however, could narrow that gap with discipline and fight intelligence. Manx notes that Xander is known for staying composed, calculating his approach, and relying on tactical awareness when facing higher-level opposition. They also suggest that Boots is likely to reduce some of the risky tendencies he has shown against lower-tier opponents. In the end, Manx and Zittel conclude that the outcome may depend on whether Ennis' superior athletic ability can overcome Zayas' structure, discipline, and ring IQ.
Some of that stuff, even if it is get tightened up, still rears its ugly head. And maybe Zayas, who is very disciplined and ambitious and smart, because you've talked to fighters where a lot of them like to pride themselves on their IQ, and you're like, look, man, it's really your speed, it's really your power, it's really your volume, or so. But Zayas, I'll give him this. He always maintained that since he was a teenager and turned pro. He is an intelligent fighter. And he may be a little, like I said, a little more disciplined than Boots. Not as deep a bag, not as deep a punch arsenal, not as talented, but he may be a little bit more disciplined and sound at times. And maybe he can find the openings, the cracks in Boots' game and exploit them. But I think right now, Ennis is a dynamic, special talent, even if it's an unproven to the level it should be at this stage of his career. Not all that his fault, but I think he'd be a little bit too much for Xander Zayas, but it is a good fight.
Brian Norman Sr. offers a notable perspective on the rising tension between Jaron Boots Ennis and Xander Zayas, highlighting how uncommon it is to see Boots this outspoken before a fight. Norman Sr. explains that very few opponents have ever pulled this level of public reaction from Ennis, which in itself reflects the attention and pressure building around Xander. He also points out that Boots is not usually someone who speaks extensively outside the ring, denying his assessment. The recent exchanges may be Ennis attempting to assert psychological control and avoid any sign of doubt in front of fans and the media. While some remarks may not have come across perfectly, Norman Sr. believes the intent behind them is straightforward: project confidence and maintain momentum heading into the matchup.
Never seen nobody make Jaron Ennis talk as much as Rashidi Ellis, and now it's definitely Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas had Jaron Ennis talking. I never seen Jaron Ennis talk this much.
He was trying to. I think that he probably just, trying to get it off and trying to keep the upper hand. You know how the social media stuff is. You know how media is in general. So he probably don't want people saying that he looked afraid. He had him at loss for words, and he was just, he's not the most wittiest person. You know what I'm saying? Outside of boxing, he ain't the most quick-witted person where he come back with these snappy comebacks. He's never been known for a man of a lot of words. But I think that's what he was trying to do. I think he was just trying to put something out there, and some of it wasn't really coming off right. Like I said, like the blonde hair thing, like even the 55-45 thing. I don't think any self-respecting person.
A key element in his breakdown is the suggested 55-45 purse split, which he views as more than reasonable given that Jaron Ennis holds unified champion status. From his standpoint, a title holder presenting that type of offer should be considered fair and even generous, particularly when the fight can be made without either side needing to pursue other options. However, Norman Sr. also gives Xander Zayas full credit. He highlights Xander's height, movement, and technical skill, even describing him as a stylistic problem that could pose real challenges for Boots. Despite that, his overall message remains that if Ennis performs as expected and secures the win, he will have earned a strong level of respect. Still, he closes with an important reminder. On fight night, the outcome depends entirely on which version of each fighter ultimately steps into the ring.
So is he gonna fight the best Xander Zayas? Like, I think the worst thing for Jaron, and the worst thing for Xander is for Xander not to come out and beat him. And what I mean by not come out and beat him is not box and move, not use his foot movement, and I'm saying it's gonna be the worst thing for both of them, because then you're gonna have people still questioning, can he beat a mover? Because you can say, because if Xander don't come out and move, then you still can't say, can he beat a mover? You get what I'm saying? If Xander come out and bang, then you're gonna say, can he beat a mover? I think it'll be the worst for Xander, because I don't think he's gonna win that fight. You feel what I'm saying? If he come out and try to, huh?
You don't think he'll win that type of fight?
No, hell no.
Just boxing from the outside? No?
No, that ain't what I said. The opposite.
Oh, if he goes in there trying to bang with him?
Yes. The opposite, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if Xander don't show up with his foot move.
Bozy Ennis keeps his message straightforward, yet confident when speaking about the build-up to the fight between Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas. He believes all the pre-fight discussion will ultimately need to be validated once they step into the ring. According to Bozy, the team remains composed and relaxed, letting the hype develop naturally while keeping their full attention on training instead of outside noise. He also recognizes that fans initially expected a different opponent, such as Vergil Ortiz, but notes that boxing situations shift quickly and fighters must adapt when new opportunities arise. From his perspective, Xander Zayas accepted the challenge, and that decision alone deserves respect. He adds that his fighter is always prepared to face whoever is available, especially when other major names are tied up or out of reach. Even with all the build-up, Bozy Ennis continues to stress that Xander is a capable and talented boxer who should not be overlooked.
Talking a lot of smack now. Now you want to back that. You have to back that up now. You know what I mean? We mellow. We should lay back. Keep on talking. You know what I mean? Keep on building the fight. You know what I mean? But it should be a good fight, as long as it lasts.
Yo, that's one of your favorite lines.
Yeah.
Now, this is a fight, I know y'all wanted Vergil. I know that was the fight that looked like it was going to happen.
Right.
That was the fight y'all had circled.
Right.
This is your second unification situation, right? Does this mean that much more because it's another division and another chance for you to like stake your claim?
Well, I mean, you know, we want to fight whoever, man. I mean, it doesn't make a difference. I think that was in the making. I think he's the only one that accepted, you know, take the fight with Boots. You know what I mean? I don't know how it came about, though, but I know Eddie was working.
He acknowledges Xander's skill and discipline, making it clear that no one within their camp is taking him lightly. At the same time, he points out that Jaron Ennis has not yet fully revealed his next level in the sport, and this bout could be the moment where that change takes place. Responding to criticism about fighting styles and previous performances, Bozy dismisses the idea that Boots struggles against movement. He explains that Ennis is capable of adapting to any opponent in front of him, making in-ring adjustments based on timing and tactical awareness. In his view, boxing always requires readiness, as a single moment can shift everything. Overall, Bozy Ennis maintains a calm and grounded approach. Show respect for the opponent, ignore outside noise, and allow Boots Ennis to prove himself once the fight begins.
So, and then I'm glad my young boy stepped up. He stepped up to the plate. You know what I mean? And it should be a good little fight. Like I said, it should be a good fight. He can box. You know what I mean? He's a good fighter, man. You can't take nothing away from him. People talking about this and talking about, but I think he's a good fighter.
Now, with you, I noticed that you don't look past any opponent. You take everybody serious.
No, you have to, man. You know what I mean? Because anything happens in boxing, man. You know what I mean? You only take one shot. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful, man. You got to be on at all times, man. Cylinders got to be working, man.
What kind of Boots can we expect?
I hope he take Boots to another level, because Boots never went to another level yet. You know what I mean? Then you want to see something. You really want to see something. But if he can't take him to another level, you know what I mean? It's going to be like it's known.
And that brings today's video to a close. Thanks for watching. Make sure you stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next one.